morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na Monday, number 18 day for the month of October 2021. My name na Capo Daniel, the Deputy Defense Chief of the Ambazonia Defense Forces, aka Sense Pass King. Wanna welcome to my daily podcast, Tuna. Great people of the British Southern Cameroons, citizens of Ambazonia, we wake up today with over 5 Ambazonians where they don't be killed for inside La République du Cameroon. Their death them be a suspected reaction to La République du Cameroon citizens or possibly operatives in revenge to the killing of the gendarme we execute 5-year-old baby Caroline for Boya. But first, Archbishop Nkea for Bamenda, he done write a letter put on for outside regarding the killing of baby Caroline for Boya. In the letter, Archbishop Andrew for Bamenda Diocese for the Catholic Church, he did talk how La République du Cameroon he done kill an innocent pikin. This one he did bring for our mind the action them for Reverend Nkea, the moderator for Presbyterian Church, where we deny for call out La République du Cameroon when they come na right for inside church for Bali, Presbyterian Church, can kill a innocent Christian, Grace, Sister Grace, where we go for church for go worship. Reverend Nkea, if he talks say he need na investigation for find out which way happen. At the same time, if he explain things and way happen for day, contrary to eyewitnesses, where they be already put out message for social media. The Bishop for Bamenda, Reverend Andrew, he go ahead for condemn the killing of the Pekin. And also he talk say civilian they no be get right for kill the gendarme because no man no get right for kill human being according to the Bible. Would he also want to remind Reverend Andrew, as much as would he welcome words them from pastors and preachers, imams, we need for remind our people them. Say the same Bible, it don't talk, say, when it come for the state, the Lord and way Bible, it give for the state. It talk, say, an eye for an eye. The word them for Bible for Matthew chapter 10, verse 34 to 39. It make them very clear. Where Jesus Christ himself, he talk, say, he come for bring sword, for bring division, where person will be worthy for follow he go need for abandon all the emotional and sympathetic attachment for human interaction, for choose a higher calling above those feelings. Pope John Paul II, if he talk say, any man we talk peace, we not talk justice, na hypocrite for the highest order. So we want to remind our clergymen them, say they must speak for justice before if you even give them any moral authority or show them a sign of good faith before they speak about peace. There shall be no peace without justice. There have never been any peace without justice. And we not go lead our people into naivety, but we must lead them into pragmatic solutions for their problems them. Even as the current Pope, he did talk about climate change, he did preach about pragmatism and science. Now so it must be. Archbishop Andrew, he also write a letter, an interview, where he be published for the Vatican News, a very big newspaper where Vatican Catholic they read them all across the globe. For the article or interview where they publish them for the Vatican News, the Archbishop, he condemned international press for abandoning and paying very little attention for the killing and clashes, massacres and kidnapping for Cameroon, according to he. In the article, Archbishop Andrew, he tried to define which way they call and say Anglophone conflict. It be as quote. According to that publication, The Anglophone crisis, sometimes referred to as Ambazonian War or Cameroon Civil War, is an armed conflict in the English-speaking territories of Cameroon. The Anglophone regions of Cameroon are the southwest and northwest regions that are made up of about 20% of Cameroon's population. Are the one for inform the Catholic Christianism and all Ambazonian. And Archbishop Andrew say, now the problem this way, the people them for Ambazonia, they fight them. If ye, as an archbishop, it describe the people them for Ambazonia, the so-called Anglophones, as people of southwest and northwest regions, then that is the problem. For you to talk about any conflict, you must properly, honestly define who you are talking about. The international courts in Banjul have clearly stated that the people of the southern British Cameroon remains a people. The conflict that has spiraled into a war is a conflict about the people. These people are the people of a territory that came to join with La République du Cameroon. They are not fighting as Northwest and Southwest. There are multiple memorandum. There are multiple letters to articulate what the fighting is all about. It is a fighting of a people who are standing on the basis of their nationality. That is also even recognized by the drafted Cameroon constitution that is ongoing in Yaoundé as people from the southern British Cameroon. So, if Archbishop is referring to the people, the Anglophone people, as Northwest and Southwest, as a geographical location of the Cameroon as it is, then he himself is not honest, or let's say he is unaware, or not competent, or not educated on this subject matter. Let it be clear, the people they call Anglophones are the people of the southern British Cameroon. They are the people called Ambazonian, as they wish to call themselves, as it has been established in the invocation of the restoration law in Bamenda High Court by His Excellency, the Royal Highness Gojidinka. It is a legal terminology that have been written in court in the pronouncement of the judgment in the court in Banjul. No person who seeks to speak the truth will classify the ongoing war or so-called crisis as being a crisis of Northwest, Southwest, dividing, misrepresenting the people as being a region of Cameroon, two separate regions, when the people of both regions that are involved in this conflict are fighting as one. They are not fighting as Northwest and Southwest. They are fighting as a territory that has separated from Nigeria, that is established with international treaty, with demarcated borders recognized by international law. How can the war not be indifference? Why the international community no go be quiet, or the international press no go be quiet, when even the church itself, they misrepresent the war? It is suck away any possibility for the people to forget a fair chance for the legitimacy of their war for be debated properly. Paul Biya did not declare a war against Northwest and Southwest. He declared a war against Ambazonians, against the people who are fighting for the rights of the southern British Cameroon. There are two people in Cameroon as recognized by international law: the people of Ambazonia or southern British Cameroon, and the people of La République du Cameroon. Even the copy of the draft constitution of La République du Cameroon recognizes this fact. As the publication go down, Reverend Andrew, he talk about alternative to dialogue. For that part, he explained them. Say the religious leader them for the Catholic Church, then they talk directly with the government of La République du Cameroon and directly to the so-called Amber Boys, as he write down for that publication. He talks that they meet up the Amber Boys and secretly, and that they try also for discuss with the Ambazonian fighter, their leader them, within there for the diaspora, because them see them as influential people. This one also now one of the fallacy where the enemy they push them, or sometimes out of naivety, the civil society within Ambazonia they push them. The leaders who are in the diaspora are not just influential people. It must be noted that these are well-constituted organizations that are representing the aspiration of the people of the southern British Cameroon, Ambazonia. The leadership in the diaspora did not just influence the Ambazonia Defense Forces, actually generated from the ground, built a military on the ground, recruited forces on the ground, inspired and generated the youth on the ground to fight for their independence. It is well structured, it is well ranking, and it should never be undermined by our own. That is one of the reasons the enemy is doing everything possible to make sure that there is no structure, there is no properly constituted body that will represent the interests of our people. And they are doing everything to undermine this structure by fooling and trying to deceive and separate Ground Zero from the diaspora. It is one. You do not cease to be an Ambazonia just because you are in an exile. After all, Paul Biya have been running that country from his hotel in Switzerland for many years. Rev. Archbishop Andrew, he also tried to credit the over 60% of school opening to in negotiations with the diaspora. We want to make them very clear. Say the policy of authorizing and giving the status of community school to both private and mission school have nothing to do with any lobby, but a decision made by the Ambazonian Governing Council based on our liberated areas and the need for our people to be educated, and in consultation with our allies within the Ambazonian movements. While we continue to engage with all civil society and clergymen, we call on them not to become political pundits, but to set the standard of honesty with integrity. That is all we ask. Honesty, integrity. Back to the happenings in Yaoundé. 2 days after video emerged of a strong supporter of the Cameroon military by one of their francophone citizens threatening to kill Ambazonian civilians in Bamenda have emerged on social media of the beating to death of the principal of GHS Nkwang in Pinyin, Mr. Ntaneng Asana. According to information who would hear him, he died for Swa for Yaoundé. Yesterday, then toxic people then catch him for night, beat him, kill him, just because he wear the traditional regalia from the Savannah state, or the so-called Bamenda dress. News too, they also come, say 3 picking them, then lock them for inside house for Yaoundé, then burn them, reportedly by francophones who are angry. This one are very troubling signs. The leader of our War of Liberation, Dr. Cho Ayaba, have released a statement regarding this incident. For the press statement, Dr. Cho Ayaba talk, say them be informed about these happenings, and it inform all Ambazonians living in La République du Cameroon for be vigilant and take steps them for increase their security. It talk say any threat and acts of intimidation where they make them against our citizens the way they for La Republic, may they report them for the Ambazonia Governing Council. This one them, it go help we for monitor this threat them where they threaten our people them, where they stay for La Republic to Cameroon. All Ambazonian the way they stay for Cameroon must make emergency plan them for be able for run away from La Republic to Cameroon if need it be. He also talks say me people they remember the Rwanda genocide will be happen for less than 100 days. More than 1 million people they be killed for Rwanda, mostly killed by civilians them mixed with military people them where they use Nakolas. Dr. Chua Yaba talks say me people they need to ignore sign them like this one. Feel say na isolated killings, especially where they come after hate speech them, where it done dehumanize the Ambazonian people them. It talks say our resistance against Cameroon go increase until the last remnants them for Cameroon their forces them be kicked out of Ambazonia. For Amber to Amber, the Ambazonia Defense Forces Bamenda Brigade Anti-Kidnapping Squad, it done break down a criminal gang where it done they intimidate our people them, they harass people them for their house, collect their mobile phones them, they go sell them for inside market day for $7 for Old Town. 2 more of the said gang that can be arrested. We call on our population for continue to collaborate with our forces and for share information regarding criminal activities and report such incidents them for follow up. We also call on our people, say me they help for identify all the people the way they be go see Diongote for inside Bamenda. Some few one the way they be arrest them, they don't sanction them, and some people they complain, say why they never arrest all the one the way they see them for town. The Ambazonian Defense Force is the one inform our people them. Say yes, there are plenty of collaborators where they work free for town. And our job, it be very tough as we fight against La Republic to Cameroon. We need to focus only on our people them, they enable us, but we focus primarily against the Cameroon military. But in case for enablers, we treat the cases mostly on public interest. That means the cases the way una population una see them say na this person it be there for go betray Ambazonia, for go act like a collaborator and facilitator for the recolonization of our territory. When the citizens they una report these cases, una provide the evidence. These cases that they be prioritized for the people then for be arrested for this crime, for undermine the aspiration of 8 million Ambazonians and for breach national security. Why our intelligence team it focus also for pick out high value traitors. We call on our civilians and for do their job also as we operate based on priority list. So for all the collaborators, all the blacklegs and the enablers, your time go come. We just follow the list as a day. So we not go discriminate between enablers, collaborators and blacklegs. Not just a matter of priority. So we go prioritize which way the population then want them, which way our intelligent officer then bring them, but eventually there are 99 days for the one the way they see be in waiting, it go can reach small time. And for all the one the way now senior citizen the way they be go participate for that Diongote propaganda campaign for Bamenda, if you the sick, would they beg you say me you begin work out with your medicine. So that if they carry you go for bushmeal, they know the complaint say, hey, pa no be carry medicine, pa be the sick, this one. If you know, so you already commit crime against Ambazonian sovereignty, and you know where, begin work out with your medicine than for your skin, because your time will come some more time. God bless you now. Capo Daniel, signing off.